Hello everyone, my name is BuddyBear83 and welcome back to Password. I originally didn't want to record today because today is the funeral of a friend of mine, but I wasn't able to go due to certain complications. On August 14th this year, he died from a driving accident. In this video, I want to dedicate Nick George, a really good friend of mine. Rest in peace, Nick. I love you. In the last episode, we started scavenger hunts. We picked Sal as our partner. We did some sort of maze thing. And now, we were told to leave a window open so that Rosswell could come home, but that didn't happen. So now, let's see what happens next. When morning came around, I felt as though I haven't slept at all. Rosswell was still probably lost out in the forest. It was probably light out. So part of me hoped that he made his way towards the house once it wasn't pitch black. Alas, after I've gotten dressed and checked his room, nothing. I collapsed into a chair and groaned into my hands. I was the first one up, it seemed, or at least the first one to arrive at the dining room. Sal and Haas arrived first, coming in at the same time. Morning! I covered my head in my hands, looking instead to Sal. You look distraught. Are you still worried about Rosswell? Of course he is. I am as well. I think we all are. Dave, have you at least slept? You look a bit rough there, buddy. It was something. I could do with some more, though. What sleep I did was get interrupted. Interrupted? By who? Or what? Don't know. All I know is I heard something, went to go check it out, and I just stared loosely in the air. I wasn't sure what I'd seen, or even what I've heard. I didn't hear anything. I think I can explain that. Or at least maybe have a reason for it. What's that? Just something I noticed, but a lot of the rooms seem to be naturally soundproofed. I'm not sure why they would be, but just something I've noticed. It explained the lack of sound anyway. But why did I hear something? Maybe you didn't hear anything at all and just thought you did? Only other explanation would be that your room, or whatever reason, wasn't soundproofed. Wow, I'm the only room that doesn't have soundproofed? That's not good. Maybe. I don't know. Haas took a seat and fixed his mane while Sal sat down impatiently, waited. I wasn't sure what he was waiting for, but my guess would be breakfast. Next to arrive was Dina and Orlando, visibly unrested, much like me. Good morning. No sign of Rosswell yet? Please say someone's seen him. When no one replied, Orlando sighed out. Well, alright. I'm going to get a cup of coffee to wake up, and then I'm going to go look for him, I think. I'll come too. Best to make just sure, right? The three of us filled out back, with Orlando heading over to the tree line to look for Rosswell. He's not here. Well, no, but it's a big forest. Chances are he's just on his way back now, that he can see. Alright. How about you and me go look over here? Dave can go check over there for me. Don't go wandering into the forest, though. Alright, got it. I wandered in the direction of the pool. I don't know why, but I assumed that maybe Rosswell could have just decided to have an early morning swim. Rosswell? Everything was still quiet. A clear sign that Rosswell wasn't here. The more I looked, though, the more my heart sank. If I could magically go back and stop him from going into the woods, would that have made things better? I wandered over to the trees and called again before hearing a presence behind me. Oh, hello, Sal. Are you alright? I'm just looking for Rosswell. You haven't seen him, have you? He just shook his head, coming to stand next to me. I have faith that he'll be fine. Lost maybe, but fine. What makes you say that? The children normally survive the stories. Okay. But Roswell's not a kid. None of us are, Sal. Besides, what if it's dangerous? This seemed to make him think, and he called out into the forest for Rosswell. His voice was louder than mine, but all the same, no Rosswell appeared. What should we do? Don't know. Are Dina and Orlando still searching? I think so, yeah. Well, alright. What do you want to do? Go into the forest and look for Rosswell? I don't think Dean would like that. At least not if you went in by yourself. You're probably right. I don't want to end up in the same boat as Rosswell. We headed back inside, with Orlando heading into the kitchen, a jittering mess. Dean, however, was rubbing his head, readying himself to go searching in the forest for Rosswell. I followed Orlando in the kitchen, figuring I could get some coffee before I followed Dean out into the forest.
Are you holding up okay?
I think so.
I know I came down a bit hard on you, but I'm just worried about him, so sorry about that.
He was making sandwiches, and I wandered over and gave him a hug. I'm sorry too. Can we have a CG of them hugging?
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Rosswell when he gets back.
Ty wandered into the kitchen, looking for something. Oh, hey Ty.
Hey, what's happening in here?
Orlando's making sandwiches. I pointed to the coffee machine, expecting Tyson to fill in the blank.
Why are you making sandwiches?
Just trying to be useful.
Wait, let's try that again.
For lunch. Just trying to be useful.
No one's asking you to be useful. We have a butler.
I looked between Tyson and Orlando, wondering how he managed to get in before I did.
If you want to cook, fine. But there's other shit you could do if you're bored.
He wandered over, grabbed one of the ready-made sandwiches before bailing again.
Did he just...
What?
Was he just being nice now?
Yes? Why?
He's normally so abrasive.
He's an alright guy. I've been trying to tell you this. I've been trying to tell everyone this.
If he was less scary, it'll help.
I didn't realize just how deep their feelings for him ran. It was different for me, but a lot of that was because I've seen a different side of him.
If you're sure, I'm willing to try, I think. I'd make things easier if we got along, that's for sure. So long as he doesn't bully me around, I think we'll be okay.
So long as you try, I'll be thankful. Just don't go poisoning his food, yeah?
Oh, I would never, promise.
I took notice of what Orlando was doing and saw that he was paying special attention to a certain set of sandwiches in particular. Why are those sandwiches special? Are they for me?
Oh, don't worry about those ones. They aren't good enough.
They look fine to me, but as I went to reach out for them, Orlando batted a hand. Ah! What was that for?
No touching! No touching!
Why?
Hands off! Those are for Sal!
You're giving not good sandwiches to Sal?
No! I mean, they're not. I'm not,
I looked between the sandwiches in Orlando's face, the slightest tinge of red flushing his scales. Orlando, do you don't have a crush on Sal, do you?
No! Don't be silly.
Orlando sighed out, rubbing his head, moving his hand back to combing his mane with his fingers.
Please don't tell anyone. I don't think I'm entirely sure yet.
Oh, okay. Sal's like... I gestured big with my arms, trying to simulate his size and scale.
Okay, no more of that. I just remembered I have something very important I need to do. And you were gonna go help with Dean, right?
I laughed and was about to comment when I saw Roswell merging through the trees from the kitchen window. Oh my god. Roswell? I raced out of the kitchen into the foyer and back outdoor. Roswell looked rough. He was dragging his feet behind him. With how roughly I tackled him, he almost fell over, but he weakly hugged me back.
You're alive!
Oh yeah, of course I'm alive.
I'm sorry. I didn't. And you. And I was rambling at this point, but a lot of it was relief. Still, he smiled at me as if nothing was wrong.
Would you believe it? I intended to come back, but ended up walking in circles and getting lost.
I'm sorry. I didn't do anything to help you find your way back.
I didn't think that would have helped anyway. I got really far in.
Sure, but how? Roswell then started explaining that he thought he could smell something strange out in the forest, and then he thought it was truffles. He went to head back when it started to get dark and got lost. Turned out all he's done is walking in a huge circle, ended up at the stream, and tried camping there until it became too dark to see. Near the end of his story, he started coughing violently, and I brought him inside to Orlando in the kitchen. Haas was there too, apparently making some tea. As I guided Roswell in by the hand, he was still coughing, and he sat down on one of the stools nearby.
You look pretty rough, Rosswell. No surprise, but that cough.
Please tell me you weren't outside this whole time.
Roswell and I both whined, although for very different reasons.
Well, okay.
Orlando placed a hand on Roswell's forehead with a frown.
I think you have a fever too.
I think that cough has something to do with it.
Maybe.
I looked to Roswell, wondering what would be the best thing for him right now. Okay, let's try tea. If your cough is that bad, tea might help your throat recover, right?
Just what I was thinking. It's one thing coffee won't do.
I think medicine might be a better choice here, don't you think?
Why not both?
Okay, both it is. Roswell and I watched as Orlando and Haas scurried about. To be honest, I was feeling sluggish only because the worry had me worn out already.
Hey, Dave.
His voice was held low, and seemed as though the others hadn't heard him, or at the very least they didn't make any sign of listening in. Yeah?
Thanks, being worried about me.
I chuckled, scratching the fur on the back of his neck. It felt weird for Roswell to be thinking. Excuse me. I chuckled, scratching the fur on the back of my neck. It felt weird for Roswell to be thanking me, given I was the reason he was out there to begin with. We spent some time getting Roswell medicated to try and get atop of whatever cold he caught, being out in the woods all night. Given he'd been out all night, he needed a fresh change of clothes. It could probably done with a nap too. Orlando wasted no time in ushering Rosswell out of the kitchen, presumably taking him upstairs.
Well, I'm
sure Rosswell's in good hands now. I think I'm going to go take a brief cat nap. Oh my god, cat nap. I can't. Poppy playtime. Want me to wake you up for dinner? Oh, no, that's fine. I don't plan to sleep the whole day away. Alright, well, I'll see you later then. I watched Haas leave and looked around the kitchen one more time before heading out myself. Ooh! New music. Anyway, I found myself waiting in the foyer. Sal, what's up? Oh, hey Sal, what's Oh, hey Sal, what's up? Nothing. How's Rosswell? Oh, he's fine. Or will be after some rest. What a relief. I was concerned. Yeah, he wasn't looking too well, huh? Dave. Would you like to join me for a swim? Ah! I mean, yes, please. Yes! Oh, sure thing. I'll meet you there. Just need to get changed. Alright! Okay. Just be calm. We split up, Sal heading towards the backyard and me upstairs. Ooh, this is gonna be exciting! By the time I reached the pool, Sal wasn't anywhere to be seen. Sal? Silence. Oh my god. Call out, wait, go looking. Let's try go looking. There's no point in hanging around. He had to be here somewhere. I wandered around, keeping my eyes peeled for Sal, but he wasn't by the pool or by the hot tub. I even wandered by the showers to see if he was taking one before jumping into the pool, but nope, none of them were running either. Seriously, if he asked me if I wanted to swim and he wasn't even out here, it wasn't so bad. The weather was alright. The pool was inviting, and it wasn't as if I had anything else planned to do today. Okay, I think that was the bad choice. Let's try calling out. Sal? You there? Still. Silence. He left towards the pool before I did, so he should have been out here already. Okay, that was another wrong choice. I think we just have to wait. Sal was the one that gave the invitation, so chances are he was either on the way or somewhere already here. The important thing is that I was here too, and while Sal didn't seem to be around, chances are he wouldn't be along. Seriously? Okay. Okay, we already read that. I must have zoned out. I remember having my feet tangling in the pool, watching the surface of the poolside ripple against the side of the pool between my legs. What are you doing? Huh? You've been out. You've been like that for a while. I was considering poking you. You seemed busy. What? No, I was just waiting for you. Oh. How long have you been there anyway? You weren't around when I rocked up. No, I went to check something. Oh, yeah? Yep. And that was? Secret. Don't worry about it. Oh. I wonder what the secret should be. Before I could probe him with any further questions, Sal had already started undressing and jumped into the pool. Oh, so cute. Oh my god, he's adorable. Come on in, Dave. Cannonball! Sal dunked under the surface of the water and swam off to the far side of the pool, presumably expecting me to follow. I slipped in, and it was alright. It wasn't freezing cold, and it wasn't heated. It was just comfortable. Of course we're gonna swim to Sal. It's been a while, and I probably looked like an idiot trying to look like I knew what I was doing. I made my way over to Sal, who seemed to have no problems treading water, reaching out to give me something to bring up closer to the opposite edge of the pool. I reached the edge and leaned against it, facing Sal. So, I'm glad you're here with me. Oh yeah? Why? Do you remember that day? The first day. The first day? I knew what day he must have been talking about. The first day could only mean the first day we met, or the first time I saw. Ooh. Was it the first time I saw? I remember the day I first saw Sal. Well, after all, it was hard to miss a crocodile like that walking past reception. But as far as I know, he didn't pay any mind to me as he went towards the locker rooms. After all, most people were only there to work out. So Sal must have meant the day we probably met for the first time, or at the very least, the day we exchanged words. I was working as a receptionist of sorts at the local gym. It wasn't a hard job by any means. Answer the phone, pass on messages, basic stuff. I spent the last hour rolling a scrambled up piece of paper across the desk in front of me, half watching the clock as it ticked closer to closing time. It was a slow night. Only a couple people had come in at all, and most had already left for the night. When there was about half an hour left before shutting down, I had to do the rounds to make sure everyone knew the time, tidy up a little before locking up, and so on. Sure enough. Hey, you okay? The crocodile seemed intent at staring at the weights, almost growling at them. These weights. Something doesn't seem right to them. Like what? Someone left them sweaty. I don't know how. And inconsiderate. Oh, I can make sure they're clean for you next time you're in here if you want. Next time? Yeah. Closing up soon, or at least the cleaners can come through. Alright. Without a fuss, the crocodile wandered off, collecting his things before heading in the direction of the locker room. Seemed like he was the only one left to round up, so I returned to reception and resumed looking at the clock. Sure enough. I'm leaving now. Good night. Oh yeah? See ya. I figured that would be the end of the night, but no. It was late, but sure enough, he was still standing there. With half an hour, he left. Oh, you're still here? Rain. I must have heard it from inside, but sure enough, it was raining, and pretty hard too. Oh crap. I didn't know if it was forecast to rain today. You don't like rain. Do you like rain? Yeah. Oh no. I like it. It's just fine. It's getting wet that I'm not overly fond of. Fair enough. That would make sense. Clothes. Fur. A lot of people don't like getting wet. Unless it's at the pool, sure. What about you? You still out here because you don't want to get wet? I normally walk home, but I'll be drenched by the time I get there. Oh, if I had an umbrella, I offer it to you, but I just catch the bus back home these days. It's fine. God, look at that smile. I'm not in a hurry to get home. When's your bus? Oh, get a little bit to wait. Doesn't look like the rain is going to be slowing anytime soon, though. Might have to run for it. Or you could wait. Waiting seemed like a decent option. Yes. I could wait for a little bit at least. Oh, it's Dave, by the way. Sal. Nice to meet you, Sal. Well, at least formally. I've seen you come by the gym a few times already. A sudden clap of thunder roared overheard, followed by the streak of lightning, the rain falling even harder. You might have to run through the rain after all. The rain is only getting harder. I'm going to end up drenched, aren't I? Sure enough, I got drenched heading to the bus that night, and I only just managed to make it before having to walk the whole way home. I don't think I ended up asking you, but how drenched were you by the time you got home? Completely. I walked home after you left. In that rain? It was like swimming, but I don't mind. Sal ducked under the water again, coming back up further away and gesturing me to follow, keeping the pace slow. We swam around well into the afternoon, chatting about various things, until Dean came to join us for a pre-dinner swim. Soon after that, Hoss came out to let us know dinner was not far off. When it was time for dinner, rather than file into the dining room, we all gathered into the room we knew as the rec room. We're having dinner in here, right?
That's right!
Do I want to know why?
Why can't we just do it because it's fun? Okay. I get it, just, I don't know. What's there to get?
Dean was still damp from what he could tell, having clearly favored getting to dinner on time rather than drying properly.
Pizza, movie, then after hot tub.
Oh, movie night! Whoa!
Guess this is happening sooner than I thought.
I swear this has nothing to do with me and Ty. This is all Orlando.
Well, alright. Guess I'll be getting buddy too.
I looked around and it seemed as though Sal had settled himself in a beanbag with Dean milling around with one of his own. Ty bumped me on the shoulder, leaning in close to my ear, putting the hairs on the back of my neck on edge.
Maybe we should find a spot to get cozy together.
The words were no sooner out of his mouth than I noticed Dean staring daggers at him. Ty just picked a spot and pulled out his phone. Dean was trying to melt his target as if he had laser eyes.
Well, this is a bit cozy, isn't it?
You're telling me.
I just thought we needed it, is all.
It's not a bad idea. We are on vacation after all.
That's what I was thinking. Nothing beats just hanging around on a comfy beanbag and a good pizza movie either.
I'm guessing we're not to decide a movie too, given how things are set up?
Not yet. I was going to make sure everyone had food before we can go through the list together.
Seems like a decent way to go about. Shame Rosswell can't join us though.
Yeah, but it's better he gets his rest anyway. I'll make sure he gets Nourished later.
Orlando left to go get dinner. Now I was left with a choice of who to sit next to. No choice needed. Hey, Sal.
Hello.
Is beanbag taken? No, it's free. So, I sat down and Sal put away his phone, either to be polite or just convincing time. Who knew? Dinner and a movie, huh? It's nice doing things together. You think so? I do. Movie aside, I do like to eat pizza especially. Oh, so you're all in for what pizza? Oh, so you're all in for what Orlando organized, huh? Something like that. So if you're watching a movie, what are you hoping for? What sort of movie do you want? Yes, we can figure out what everyone likes. Genre time! Anything is fine. Really? Anything? Well, mostly anything. Okay, well, what would you like to see? Romantic comedy. Wait, really? I find them too cheesy. Huh. Well, alright. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, whoops. I misread that. Anything is fine. Really? Anything? Well, mostly anything. Okay, well, what wouldn't you want to see? Romantic comedy. Wait, really? I find them too cheesy. Huh. Well, alright. We talked among ourselves for a little while longer before Orlando showed back up, trying to balance too many plates at once. Haas jumped up and helped him out, and the two of them made another trip down to get the rest of them. Geez, Orlando doesn't hold back when making pizza, did he?
I may have made a little too much. But that just means leftovers. Who doesn't like leftover pizza?
He had a point. Does also mean that he doesn't want to be in the kitchen fixing his food every day if he didn't want to. True. Alright. All we need now is the movie, right?
Why don't you pick?
You're trusting me to pick?
Why not? I think you've got some good idea of what people might like. I'm just happy to sit down and hang out with my friends.
Plus Tyson?
Well, yeah. I'm willing to try. Still, I'm gonna just take some pizza and wait for the movie to start. Make it a good one.
Okay, what do we got? Obviously, I know I would go with horror, since I love horror so much, but I don't know if everyone will like horror. Let's try action. I'm starting to get more into action movies now these days. I figured something that was flashy was a safe bet. Plus, generally, the eye candy was bound to be pleasing to some of us, at least I thought so. Wait, I'm kind of curious, what would happen if I picked horror?
I figured bouncing over a scary movie wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea.
That's my best devil impression. Anyway, action it is. Sal started leaning forward about midway through, from what I could tell, getting really into it. Yes, I made the best choice. Everyone else seemed to like it. It was hard to tell. The effects were good enough, though. When everything was said and done.
Well, that was movie night. Not bad. Not bad. I'll be doing it again for sure.
Group activities. This seems like a vacation now.
Yeah, I'll be down for hanging out again. That wasn't so bad.
Yay! Tyson even liked it.
You weren't that bad either. I was impressed. Maybe The things I was hearing about you were wrong?
Oh shit. It was at that moment he knew. He fucked up. I decided not to point out the people didn't typically talk during movies, but they weren't fighting, so it was fine.
So long as it's shit like this, I'm down.
We lingered around for a bit before a few of us turned in for the night. What a day. I collapsed on the bed, checked my phone. It wasn't overly late, but it felt late enough. I just fell asleep right there. I rolled onto my back and just thought about what the day held. Overall, just a solid day of looking back on how I met people really. The more I lay there, the longer I just let myself think about how I met each of my friends, leading to where we are. And sure enough, eventually, I just fell asleep. All right, that was another episode of Password Done. Oh, this was a good episode. This was a good day. Especially that pizza movie nights, that was nice. So, since I'm a big movie guy, I want to know what everyone's genre was. Sal seemed to like action, so that was definitely the right choice. I don't know who likes horror, though. Guess we'll find out in a later route. I wonder what's going to happen next time. You'll just have to wait and see. I hope you like this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell. This was Buddy Bear 83, signing off.